Hello everybody. In this video we'll try to understand some more interesting things about Chitra Nakshatra. So see, if somebody is creating something, somebody is designing or architecturing something, right? So that person would have the knowledge of the thing that he is preparing in all the levels, right? An outer level and inner level, and how to stick this inner level to outer level. So this kind of design and architecture knowledge is related to Chitra energy. See, every nakshatra operates in different levels: lower level, middle level, upper level. How can we understand? See, with the same Chitra nakshatra, moon in Chitra nakshatra, you would have crores and crores of people, right? But the other planetary positions, if they are also supporting, if they are also supporting, then the Chitra level of operation, it's not only Chitra nakshatra, any nakshatra operates in different levels. You would see a great doctor with Ashwini nakshatra, and you would see an innocent person who is doing unnecessary adventures in life belonging to the same Ashwini nakshatra, right? Even Ashwini nakshatra, same pada also you would see. How? It depends on the other planetary positions in the horoscope. For this particular person, let us say a person is having Ashwini nakshatra moon, and the person has an exalted Mars, 10th house in good dignity, and that's it. He has become a doctor. And now you can see another person with Ashwini moon, but the Lagna Lord is in conjunction with multiple malefic planets in third house. So the person is performing some unnecessary adventures with some innocence, right? So this is about how a nakshatra, the nakshatra operates, in which level it is operating, right? So the same Chitra nakshatra energy, the architecture and design, a person with Chitra nakshatra you can find in a forest, you know, just he is constructing small huts in the forest, and another person who is a very big architect, very great civilized civil engineer in the nation, would be constructing monuments, because one person has relationship, the 10th house relationship, with forest related things, huts related things, and another person has the civil engineer energy with 10th house in a great dignity. So it depends in which level a nakshatra is actually operating. You need to check the whole horoscope, but the fundamental energy of a nakshatra is very much important, to understand the whole life process of a person. So Chitra nakshatra energy can understand any architecture in different levels. It can understand the inner level and also outer level, and also the connection between inner level and outer level. Mainly the Virgo part of Chitra nakshatra, it mainly understands the inner core, whereas the Libra part understands the outer design, the refinement, and its appearance. So Chitra Nakshatra energy has understanding of different levels of Maya, and it can operate on the superficial external levels like a desire to project outer beauty, and in one's need to create harmony and balance in relationships with others. On both mundane and spiritual levels, if you observe, Chitra natives can learn to play with universal energies and utilize its complex layers of perception and projection. Chitra Nakshatra energy can even understand the complex layers and utilize that particular knowledge in constructing even more great things. And see, it is due to this aspect that natives influenced by this Chitra Nakshatra never reveal themselves in social situations. And they are always projecting a front of some kind, a dignified front they show up. So, this particular dignified front with a hidden quality is what Chitra actually is. Chitra is basically, it shows a very dignified appearance, dignified front, because that is how they design the things, that is how their mind works. Even though whatever may be the inner core design is good, once the inner core design is good, they show up the outer core design very nicely, beautiful to appear, a dignified front they try to design. So the Virgo part of Chitra has more core understanding of Maya than the Libra part, but the Libra part relates more to the form element, while the Virgo part is more concerned with the intricate, detailed working of things. So the Libra part of Chitra more relationship oriented, because how you appear for outside, that actually makes relationships in your life. So Chitra always has an element of doubt and uncertainty attached to it due to the sun's weakness in the sign of Libra. Right? See, Chitra loves admiration and is motivated by that in whatever it does, because it loves admiration. It loves admiration. See, and it is motivated by that actually. In whatever it does, it is motivated by that admiration. See, especially in the Libra part, this admiration is more. But Chitra has always an amount of doubt and uncertainty in the Libra part, because Sun is a bit weaker in Libra. When Sun is weaker in a horoscope, the person have that element of doubt and uncertainty attached to those significations in which the Sun in Libra is present. Right? So, if a person has, let us say, 10th house Libra Sun, then the person would have always some kind of uncertainty in his job, always some element of doubt in his job. Right? And of course, the final thing would be how this particular Venus would behave, because Libra's lord is Venus. If Venus is very well placed in the person's horoscope, yes, he would be doing very well. He would be doing very well, but he is always having some element of doubt attached because his weak sun is present in Libra. And of course, the sun is supporting which nakshatra, that is also is very important here. So when you have understanding in different levels, then that is the beautiful thing to work on that particular knowledge. So Chitra has the ability to gain knowledge in different levels. And the part of Chitra which is in Libra, right? If in that area, if Sun is present, you know, the person would be doubting and uncertainty. There is an uncertainty attached to the person, and even Chitra moon, you know, Chitra moon, and if the person has Chitra moon with Sun in Libra part, then also the person would have some element of doubt attached. So that is where, even Chitra moon alone in Libra part can also be attached with some amount of doubt and uncertainty, you know because Sun is not so comfortable in Libra. So I think you got this point. When a person has, I want to repeat, when a person has Sun in Libra, the person generally has an amount of uncertainty and doubtfulness regarding the significations of that particular house. If a person, let us say, having 10th house in Libra with Sun in Libra, the person would have some amount of uncertainty and doubtfulness attached. So that is one important thing. And let us say Sun is anywhere in the horoscope, it doesn't matter. But even if the person's a person has Moon in Libra in the Chitra part, right? Then also the person would have some amount of doubt and uncertainty attached, because basically Sun is weaker in that area, right? So its qualities, the Chitra's qualities, and it needs to focus on structure and appreciation of form, are motivated by this inherent doubt and uncertainty. That's where, see, a person would become perfectionist when he has some doubt, when he has some uncertainty, right? Because when a person has some doubt and uncertainty, he would focus more and more, and that would lead to some kind of perfection. Chitra's love for understanding how things work and how all the parts fit together generally places natives under its influence in scientific, technological, and artistic fields. Because Chitra doesn't feel good just by normal details, it wants to know the things in all the layers. See the Japanese, right? See, Japanese are like this only. You can easily see this kind of technological obsession and attention to detail, all these things in Japanese people. And Chitra also loves to create magic just out of some garbage. They want to create something great. That is also magic, right? That is also Chitra's energy. So the Virgo part of Chitra will create the technological gadget, and the Libra part will give it an outer form or garment to provide a great appeal. On a higher plane, it is the Virgo part of Chitra which is more sincere in trying to understand the inner workings of the universe. The Virgo part of Chitra is very much interested in knowing the core inner details, whereas the Libra part, if you see, can tend to keep one trapped in the Maya aspect rather than going beyond it. Because the Libra part is very much like, okay, the product inner core is built, now I will design the outer part so that it creates a relationship with the customers. It would create relationship with the person whoever is coming to see this. So they are more into, you know creating some kind of relationship with the product. The Libra moon people, Libra Chitra moon. Whereas the Virgo Chitra moon people, they're more into understanding the, you know inner core, and also designing that inner core, because that is where mercurial impact is coming. Whereas the Libra part, the Venus influence, because of the Venus influence, they want to beautify the things and try to make a relationship with the viewer by the design of the, you know design of the thing that they are preparing. And see, natives with Chitra rising, right? So they are also having this kind of quality, whatever we discussed, right? The inner core, the Virgo Chitra rising inner core, whereas the Libra Chitra rising, they want to create a relationship with the design. So, generally speaking, Chitra people, Chitra energy people always have some kind of glint in their eyes, some kind of charm associated with them. They have a very strong ability to attract the opposite sex as well. They are usually passionate, but also have the ability to fake passions when the situation demands it. That's where the artistic qualities of Chitra also come out here. See, they hold themselves with a certain degree of dignity which covers up their weaknesses as well. And Chitra natives always make a special effort to come across as completely together type of individuals. They put some kind of efforts also. They are together with some, right, with some people. But all of them are, not all together, especially in the present age of Kali. Most of their efforts, to show off them as together type of individuals seems to be a kind of pretension. So Chitra can cause one a lot of frustration, whether it is functioning from a higher level or lower level. It can cause a kind of frustration also. See, oyster experiences we discussed, right? They came out of irritation to produce a pearl. Oyster basically, it experiences a kind of irritation. By that only the pearl would come out. Even an artist under depression or under some kind of imbalance or irritation, you can say, out of that only art is born. See, there is a certain amount of pain involved in stripping away the layers of illusion and going beyond Maya. So, this pain only operates on the egoic plane, which itself is an expression of Maya. So, basically, Chitra people, right? They also may get a situation that out of irritation they would become beautiful. Out of some kind of, you know lower situations, they would rise and become beautiful, right? To some extent it is true, but not completely. And but Chitra people can cause a lot of frustration. That is true. you know in whichever level the Chitra energy is operating, they can also cause one a lot of frustration. So Chitra is considered to be an active nakshatra. So Chitra's main ruler is Mars, and Chitra's main motive is, the motto is create, create, create. That's it. So they're hyperactive, and they are they are a bit, they don't lose their energy very easily, and they constantly move from one project to another. So in positive aspect, this quality of moving from one project to another is, it looks like the person would become, would be hardworking and he would become very efficient. but in its negative aspect, it seems like an obsessive and blind uh, functioning you can observe. And Chitra energy is similar to a farmer energy, you know, because Vishwakarma, the divine architect, is in a way nothing but a producer. Farmer is also a producer. He, because of farmer only the agricultural products are coming out, right? He's a producer, and Vishwakarma is also a kind of producer. So because Vishwakarma works for gods and he tries to fulfill the wishes of gods at any point of time. So the ancient seers obviously regarded creating and producing things, especially on a material plane, as a working class activity. That's why they compared Chitra energy with farmers' energy as well. Even in modern times, you can understand sculpture, architectures. They're all, they're all basically, they continuously work and produce, but they are working for whom? They are working for the high ruling elite groups, right? So the same way Vishwakarma also, he creates everything for gods. Basically, he's a divine architect. So this is about Chitra energy. We'll talk much more about Chitra energy in our future videos. Thanks for watching this video.